What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mobius Double F. And this time, we have the Dreamer Society, the best people ever, the coolest, smartest dudes, joining me on this episode. Deck building with Robbie Dagga and friends. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at Hekatan Chair. I can never say that right. And then we got Ultima. So for your tanks, just hold this button down right here. And you can actually see what you're going to want to not bring for debuffs. So Heki is immune to slow. Our girl Ultima is immune to unguard and weaken. So you're going to want to keep that in mind when you're deck building with your tanks. So let's build a little something. So of course we already have our healer deck set up. We don't have to do really anything to that. Whoops, not that one. Let's go to a more free-to-play friendly one. This is what I'm going to be rocking. This is the Life Shift meta healing deck right now, with a little surprise with the Orphan. I wouldn't recommend bringing this in Pugs, unless you're very brave, because of the Berserk on Orphan, but if you can manage it, then you can manage it. You may want to switch, like if you did want to switch, you could always put, something like Legendary Dragon Lord or something on, just to give the quicken still. Something like Eye of the Storm would be amazing as well. So, just in case you didn't know, that was Life Shift, Sarah card. I'm using Cindy for my haste and barrier. And then I've got Orphan here for this week. But you have plenty of options as a healer these days. Now, two of the jobs we really need to talk about is the tank. I think the Moogle suit is a really awesome tank for this week. It's got both the elements you need. The only other tank I could see using is, the monk tank. I mean, you could sneak paladin in there. You could get somebody to cover one or the other element for sure. But I think Moogle suit and monk tank kind of take the cake this week for that. What do you guys think? So what I'm using for my deck right here. So here's the thing. For you tanks, you're going to want some kind of high quality taunt. You're going to want a high quality taunt, which I don't have any of. My tank game is slack. So I will not probably be running tank very much this week, because I feel like it is the tank's responsibility to try and remove that breaking debuff. If not, you breakers are probably going to want to run some Dispelga decks. To be able to take that breaker debuff down that Ultima has, or you're going to be fighting a huge buff. Her divine, Divine Radiance, that gives you that awful breaker debuff. But what I'm using for my other cards, so if this was a high quality taunt, one of those new 5-star taunts, you wouldn't need this at all. You wouldn't need that Dispelga. You could run Monk Tank and use the dark form of Dispelga, but I don't have any of that, so this is what I'm rocking. So the sleep, is this Unguard? No, this is Stunga, baby. Sleep, stun, and slow. The good old stun lock combo is gonna come through for you this week. Except you can't slow Heki, so just keep that in mind. You can still stun him now. Lollywinks is just use Yasmat with Duncan. Oh my god. Yeah, you could Yasmat her ass. Let's see. But we're talking about, decks that are pretty easy to make for everybody right now. So let's see. So for Breaker, I think I'm gonna switch my Grappler up. This is my best Breaker right now, unfortunately. I think we're gonna switch elements though. Or Or actually... could keep things pretty close to the same. Death Gaze is a good alternative for an M&A. Well, no, we still have to... yeah, you're right, we still have to fight an Earth boss. So we're still fighting... so we're fighting Earth and Light, so I could stick with the same exact setup. Or I could switch for something a little more aggressive towards Ultima, which I think is going to be the big problem on this fight. So I may even want to consider switching to the Taji. Nameless is Defender Report? Oh, no Defender Report. This is just a quick report for all the roles. Do a little something. Let's see, so I would actually want to bring Dispelga, so I can remove that debuff on my own. To drain that red bar, I could definitely use Dark Cutter. Or, if you have it, oh, I can't use it. Different elements. This is a BDD, but it's a warrior element. Yeah, Eclipses is Heki and Ultima, so I can't just switch over to Earth just yet. Busted Sword with the deck building hype. Thank you for the bits, dude. 15 bits, appreciate that, bud. They says Robbie's gonna do healer reports. Oh. Alright, so we've got this. This will work. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. For a breaker, for our breaker this week, but I mean, if you've got Null, if you've got any of the new Ranger breakers like Null or Zidane, you're gonna do really, really well for this fight. So you can kind of work with that too. Name is Dispelga plus Bahamut card, OP. Is that the wrong trance? Firm's like, wrong trance, dude. Whoops. Damn, I've been using that for possibly a fight or two, too. Let's use Incubus. That's a better alternative. Lazaril's like, GG. There we go. Okay. Thank you, guys. That's way better. Ollie says, show how whales build their decks in MP. King of Whales, Whale Eater, you mean? Of course. So this looks really good. You got the right trance now, and you can do everything you need to. Let's see. Probably won't be rocking Hermit. That's still another breaker. Let's build an attacker. We haven't built an attacker yet. Alright, let's see. Is Squall still good? Squall is still good. Could just make this switch. Switch from this to a dark attack card, and then we're good to go. If you've got something like Arden, that you might have from a past event. If nothing else, you could use one of the new, I like Arden more than Gargoyle, so I stick with Arden, but if you have Gargoyle, that's a good-ass card there. Something to hurt with. And then I'll stick with the same exact CRD that we were using last time. Solid card. And then of course on Squall, I really like the Zerk, and we got the Warrior Trance on there. Nemesis new Rogue is out this week. He says he's whaling so hard that he looks like he eats whales. Exactly, dude. Alright, I think that's good. So we've got our attacker. And again, we're hitting elements, so I'm using the Gunblade instead of the Brotherhood here. For the exploit weakness. Oh yeah, Lazaril. Not Gargoyle, I do mean Centaur. Centaur's the dark single target multi-hit. Gargoyle is good. Dave's right. Gargoyle is good. Because you do have a lot of fire. You have fire, wind, and dark enhance on this Squall job, so it's a solid job. What other jobs get dark and wind? Do we have any other attackers with dark and wind? Berserker. Oh wait, never mind, sorry. No, not Berserker, sorry. I think that's kind of it. It's gotta be something. A cult? Oh, not a... Wait, yeah, Cultist has it in another form. No, it's got Dark and Earth. Okay, Dark and Earth is still good. And I don't have all the jobs, so I can't see every single job's possibility, but... I thought this did have other forms. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Berserker does do it. Berserker does do it. Dark and Wind with Berserker as well. So not bad there. There's a lot of good jobs you can bring to fight Ultima, though. So not a hard fight by any means. As far as breakers go, what other options do we have for breakers? Who carries Dark and Wind as a breaker? Does Hermit? Yeah. Hermit is the breaker to have. Hermit is perfect for this. My Hermit is set up with Enhanced Wind. But we could set it up. I've got this Hermit. We could kind of move some things around. Take the Supremes off to show examples of like other cards you might have in your deck. Say you got nothing besides Incubus and Dragon Lord maybe for the Quicken and the Ult Charge, which is beautiful on your Hermit. You can actually carry every element. We've got our Artemis here, which I would probably just go ahead and switch. I'll use Kill the Heretic instead of Artemis this time around to give me that boost. And then you gotta have your BDD. But of course, Dark BDD would be good. Good thing we've got Ranger Lore. And I could actually use the new one, Dark Rebellion. Night and Artemis. This is Day Without Sun. Oh no, yeah, take one or the other off for sure. You don't need a both. Either Artemis or the Knight card. If you have the Knight card, Kill the Heretic. The reason why this card's so nice is it gives you cleaving, 3 turns of cleave. It also gives you boost to you and your whole party for the rest of the turn. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, so this could work really well for breaks. The only thing that's missing is I don't have anything to dispel the boss if I needed to do that. So I might even want to switch this if I had the JCR, which I kind of do. Spellga there. If you've got enough JCR, I've seen that you can like first turn break. So as long as this has JCR, which it doesn't, you can make some things work. There's a lot of things you could do actually. Eclipse says I can't find a Minwoo. Oh man, I'll share you mine, but I'm still sharing Yasmat for somebody. Alright. So that's pretty much all the jobs. For healers, doesn't matter too much what you're running as, since the tank should have your drives for you. And if you're life shifting, you may not be driving that much anyway. But let's take a quick look. I think, is it Tonberry? I don't know who carries all these elements actually. I don't think we have a healer. Hope? Oh, Hope. Actually, yeah, Hope. Oh my god, I'm silly. Wait. Yeah, Hope. So Hope's your healer. You can drive all the right elements. There we go. Very cool, very cool. Thank you guys for coming by. If anybody has anything last to say, you can throw it all in here. If you have any questions, make sure you come by, drop a comment below. Come by the Dreamer Society, links below in the description if you want to check us out, hang out with all these cool people. Anyways, good luck to you guys. Catch you later.